commandments. I know one of them is, thou shalt not tell. Thou shalt not tell. Stop telling, man. That ought to be all 5 of them, man. Stop telling, man. Please stop telling. The 5 street commandments, stay down. Hey, I'll let stay down, man. He got one for you. I already told him thou shalt not tell, man.
That suspect's name is Demonte Jackson. Bun B, whose real name is Bernard Freeman, says he was in the restroom when everything started, but he knew something was wrong when he heard the fear in his wife's voice, Queenie. He says his wife is still affected by the incident to this day.
There are times where she gets closed off. She can't communicate, and I get so angry all again because she didn't deserve it. She didn't ask for this.
There was a shootout between Bun B and Jackson in the garage of his home. Bun shot the masked suspect before he ran off and ran away. My next guest has...
Hey, you know, I came up on that old UGK. You feel me? Like, I mean, really came up on him. Like, pocket full of stones came up on him. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't get up on to him when big pimping and all that shit. You know, a lot of motherfuckers did, but hey, man, before motherfucking with pocket full of stones, riding dirty. You know, riding dirty had that diamonds and wood, the motherfucking high life, murder. That shit right there, that shit go crazy when that shit drop right there. So it's weird as fuck to be making this video right here because personally I know Bun B, UGK, PimpC, they done influenced the streets. You feel me? No doubt about it. Like many generations, many generations have been influenced by Bun B and PimpC, better known as Underground Kings, UGK, right? So to watch this shit, right? And I can watch it and connect with him as a human and as a man, as a successful man that has elevated, right? But it's a trip though, because honestly, at one point in time, you live by a different creed. You live by different rules and regulations. You wasn't so much civilian because now you're a civilian. You got trail burgers, you pay your taxes, the whole nine. And I get it because the situation is crazy, right? Kid come up in the house, he got your draw down on your wife, the whole nine. I get it, traumatizing, I get it. And for me, I know the type of music UGK makes though, you feel me? Like, I know the message in the narration of what motherfuckers that listen to it, you know what I mean? I know how they move and I know how they think.
Well, it's Bun B, bitch, and I'm the king of moving chickens, not them finger licking.
Sticking niggas that be tricking, which means he's probably going to try to find a way to manipulate a circumstance for a guy who wants to spend money on a woman and get that money for himself and probably give a very small percentage, if any, to the woman. Now,
your ass is right for the picking, now as my pocket sticking. I'm be picking nickel slicking, you sick when I be clicking.
now take a look at the bigger nigga, malt liquor swigger, player hater, ditch digger, figure my hair trigger. Give a hot one to your liver, you shiver, shake, and quiver. Now, I know that was a lot. That's a lot to digest. Basically, what he's gonna say is he's drinking malt liquor, a player hater come around, he's putting his finger on his trigger, he's gonna shoot him.
So, you know, to see the young kid get 40 years, right, from Bun B's emotional testimony on the stand about that day, you know, for me, I think the 40 is kind of harsh on that though, but you know, it's Texas do their own thing. And, you know, for me, it's interesting, though, because this is Bun B and PimpC. I wonder what PimpC would feel like. Well, what would the pimp say, right?
First thing off the top, ain't nothing live about getting locked up. But when you get locked up, you lose, and your family lose.
Right.
Your kids lose, your mama lose, everybody around you lose. So ain't nothing cool about it.
How would PimpC perceive this if PimpC was still alive to see this right here? But you know, UGK is from the streets and street justice, the whole motherfucking nine. So, you know, I get it. At some point in time, we elevate, right? We elevate, we get older, we mature as we supposed to, right? But Bun B still know where he came from, right? Like he could have not. I don't know how Texas work. I don't know if he, but usually the state picks up a case and the state will prosecute the case. And then sometimes if the victim doesn't show up, they will dismiss the case. So with Bun B, right? Like he wanted to show up and get on the stand. He wanted to give his, it seems like, you know what I mean? Like he's crying, like this is a man that can't control his emotions on the stand. It really affected him that bad, right? The trauma for his wife, right? But, Bun B, you don't think you have a duty as knowing that this young kid, his father might be influenced by your music, therefore he may have seeds and ingredients of who you used to be? And I can only imagine what Bun B and PimpC did at this kid's age, right? I can only imagine, you know what I mean? I can only motherfucking, if you listen to some of the old UGK, like, I mean, they got songs talking about pregnant pussy and all kinds of shit, you know what I mean? Like, their first album was called Band. That, you know, a lot of motherfuckers don't even know that shit, but ultimately, yeah, before UGK signed with the record label, they did, you know, the one with Pocket Full of Stones and I think Riding Dirty was on Jive, right? But motherfucking, you know, they had an album called Band that came out, and it was an underground album. But like, I can only imagine what Bun B did at this young cat's age, right?
Nigga, I can see that you got flicks. Sit down and take a complex. This ain't nothing to sneeze at. The fear in your eyes, I see that. Bitch, where the keys and the G's at? Boy, we about to pull a kick down. Lay down on the floor, want the cheese and the butter. Everybody gotta go. I'm finna pull a kick down. Lay down on the floor, want the cheese and the butter. Everybody gotta.
So I don't know why he didn't think in his head, because I know he's his own man, right? But why you just ain't let the state prosecute this shit? Why you still feel like you needed to get up on there and help send the kid upstate even more though, right? Like you want ultimate punishment for it now, but what, you know, the Bible say, right? He without sin cast the first stone. So come on, man. Like your influence on the culture in the streets and all kinds of shit that's been grimy and motherfucking all kinds of shit comes from motherfuckers listening to some of that 90s rapping. Who was some of the pioneers of 90s rap? UGK, Bun B, PimpC, RIP. So I don't know. For me, did he snitch? Yeah, of course he did. He got on the stand and help put somebody, you know what I mean, away. Yeah, that's snitching. I don't give a fuck how old you is. I don't care how far you did that. But the question, I mean, Bun B is a civilian, right? So for me, I don't try to glorify the street code. I make this type of video right here just to show the motherfucking irony, you know what I mean, of how this street code that we all call keeping it real, how, because anybody listening to this, more than likely, if anything happened to your family members, anything like that, who you call it? First and foremost, 911, right? So ultimately, that street code and keeping it real, I mean, it's really some bullshit though. Ultimately, it's bullshit, but it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't think there's a duty for Bun B to have to motherfucking, you know, for all the music and the influence to the culture and the streets, you know what I mean? Why not just let the state prosecute this? Is this not how Texas work? Like, I don't know that he'd go to jail if he didn't testify. I don't know. Y'all gotta tell me in them comments because I'm not fluent with Texas, right? But yeah, OGs be going out crazy though. I mean, I done watched so many of these motherfuckers that was legendary, motherfucking, you know, classic, timeless music. I didn't watch. It's like watching motherfuckers just fall from grace. You just sit back watching, like, damn. But back when I was young, we was jamming UGK and shit. We would have never thought we would see no motherfucking Bun B up on no stand. Fuck no. But let's get into this video a little more and see what it looked like.
I assume this is why he had to take the stand, because again, in certain states, you know, even though someone breaks into your home, if you shoot them while their back is turned, you could be charged for that. All right. Now, of course, people seeing this footage, seeing Bun B so emotional, right, in the video, automatically they calling him a fake gangster, accusing him of being a snitch. I mean, this is where we are today with this internet logic. You got these Tekashi stands, you get what I mean? People like to pick and choose, as what we like to call selective politics, right? In regards to who is a snitch and who's not. Again, this man is basically telling what went down, you know what I mean, from his version as to what happened during this home invasion. You're sitting here looking at a man, watching everything he works hard for, right here in his face. You're extremely vulnerable. You get what I mean? Your wife, your children, whenever you're in a situation You know what I mean? When guns are involved and you have everything around you, you know you're vulnerable. You get what I mean? There's moments where men will sacrifice themselves to you know, save their family. So that's a serious situation. The fact that people you know, take Bun B and what he does in his career once upon a time as a rapper, because now, let's be clear, you know, that's what he's done. But now he's entrepreneur. He got trail burgers. You know what I mean? He's a man that wears many hats. So now you know, you got to be smart about this situation. The fact that you got...
It's kind of like a weak edit for me to respond to, right? Because the dude is doing this video like he don't take into consideration like who Bun B portrayed himself to be for the last like how many decades, though, right? Like there's gotta be, I get it, you done moved up to like super OG unk status, right? Now you got trail burgers, you ain't involved in the streets no more, but like you can't disregard the last few decades of all the building blocks that made motherfucking Bun B so motherfucking popular and UGK and so forth. There's a responsibility factor, right? And for me, I went to the pen at motherfucking 20, right? I got locked up at 20, did a year and some change in the county, and then got bust off to motherfucking DOC till I was 32. So for me, knowing that this kid was 20, right? 20, you know, of course you're gonna get, you know, and this should be a wake-up call to any young cats that's listening, like, you know, when you are of age, you're gonna take the responsibility as an adult, right? This is adult responsibilities for your motherfucking actions. And unfortunately, yeah, you're gonna get booked. He been fighting the case in the county since 2019, right? That's how long this shit been happening. So you figure he now 2024, he's getting sentenced to the 40-year bid. So, you know, damn, 40 years for that first motherfucking, I don't know if he had a rap sheet, maybe he had a little rap sheet or whatever it may be, but 40 years for a 20-year-old, right? That's more than, that's double his life that he's been alive right there. He just got sentenced to because I got 22 and that was more than I had been alive at the time. I had my 21st birthday in the county, right? So motherfucking to see this, yeah, and knowing for Bun B, the influence that he's had since I've been a motherfucking 20-year-old kid and I'm a 41-year-old man now, there's some responsibility to that. So getting up on the stand and playing the victim, knowing you've got some shit of your own back there. I mean, a lot of us are very, very lucky that we didn't get caught for some shit we done did, you know, because it takes one motherfucking time to lose everything, right? And lose it forever. And you got to figure for Bun B, right? I'm telling you, like, there's this guy is disconnecting. He's saying he's not a rapper now to the sense, and you know, he's a civilian and shit. And I get where he's coming from because he's a civilian too. But Bun B, who Bun B really is. Now they cover Bun B. What has he got in his closet? You know what I mean? That had he ever got bumped for some shit, he may be doing way more time than this. And Bun B only knows that. But I mean, only God can judge at the end of the day. This YouTube, this my channel, views of a go-getter. That's all this is my motherfucking views on this shit. Cause I look at the shit, yeah, it's fucked up. I think Bun B could have did better, man. I mean, I get it that he's traumatized. I get the whole victim side. I get it, civilian side. Get it. But once again, he was Bun B.
Brother, bet I have my mail hoe before I catch a murder case and go to jail. Oh, hell no.
Now, we're getting back into why he ain't the nigga to fuck with, okay? So, basically what he's saying is, brother better have my mail hoe. Now, what mail is, that's, you know, is currency, dividends, revenue, bankrolls, you know. He better have his mail hoe. That's a disrespectful term you don't want to be called, you know what I'm saying? All bets are off after this. You call me a hoe and then we got these are fighting words. Okay, before I catch a murder case and go to jail, oh, hell no. No, I think that I'm going to get away with this murder.
Come on, man.
I ain't got no problem with that, but some of y'all do, so let's talk about it. In fact, what some of y'all got a problem with is Bun getting on the stand and testifying against this dude who put a gun to his wife's head, who invaded his house, who invaded his privacy, who threatened his wife's life, who threatened his life. Y'all got a problem with him getting on the stand and helping to put this uncivilized mud away. Y'all would rather this uncivilized mud roam the streets, or you want Bun to go out there and finish the job and risk being taken away from his family forever? Which one is it, you dummy? And let's be clear, fam. I'm talking about the weirdos. All you weirdos out there talking about this so-called street code. What goddamn street code? Man, there ain't been a street code since the 70s.
You know, they listen to Willie D say that though, and say fuck the street code. There ain't been one since the 70s, but knowing I done lived through the 90s, 2000s, and so forth, and when they was big, when the Ghetto Boys was big, like they preached motherfucking street justice, street violence, like I mean, Bushwick Building got shot in the eye, the whole motherfucking nine. Like the narrative of gangster rap and what Willie D and what all these motherfuckers are famous for, and where they stand on is they push the motherfucking street narrative with street justice and street codes and street ethics. But now it's interesting, you know, I went from another video because I was like, okay, this motherfucker's a civilian. I don't really want to listen too much more of him. And then I seen the Willie D one. I'm like, okay, bet we're gonna get in this one. Willie D, I mean, this is like Bun B people, like. So, I mean, I know he got a little bias to it, but, you know, to hear him say it's cool that he took the stand after I didn't even remember that the motherfucking Bun B clapped that motherfucker, right? So if he shot the motherfucking young cat, right? Like, and you still gonna take the stand and cry on the stand? Like, I guess maybe you had to do that to get away with motherfucking not getting charged with the motherfucking, if he popped him up. Maybe that's the only thing I could think of, but damn, I mean, to know that Willie D is only famous for the Ghetto Boys and motherfucking so is Bun B for UGK. And I know the narrative of the music, the message they had, and anybody can go research this shit on your own time. Listen to their music. And now he say, fuck it, there ain't been one since the 70s. Come on, man, where is the accountability? You OG, you more OG than me. Where is the motherfucking accountability for the music and the influence of what y'all did and what y'all promoted to the streets at large that probably influenced this young kid, 20-year-old kid, to do what he did? My humblest of opinions.
Don't tell me nothing about no street code. Half of your mamas and daddies locked up right now behind a so-called street code. Street code, man, fuck the streets. Streets ain't never did nothing for me, but got my ass in trouble. And the streets ain't really did that. I did it to myself, being out in the streets, cutting up, ripping and running, just in the streets. Man, ain't nothing good gonna come from that. Unless you're a construction worker, you out there, you building streets. You laying the pavement, you building bridges. Other than that, you gonna die, fool. You going to the prison, fool. What street code is this y'all talking about? I need to know. Because I need to, what kind of definition of snitch are y'all using? Because I need to know, because I've been in the streets and I done it, partner, done it. Yeah, ran with the best, went up against the best, beat the best. So I need to know what this street code is y'all talking about, who ain't never popped nothing, who ain't gonna pop nothing, ain't gonna push a duck in the pond, and if you do, you're gonna jump in and save it. If you do pop something, you're gonna get on that stand and point like the Jackson 5.
A motherfucker gonna say anything and narrate the shit to make it sound how they want, but when we talk about logic and the truth, right, we can interpret that shit by adding up the pieces to the puzzle right here. And what Willie D is saying, I mean, this is OG, right? Like, Underground Kings, that's the name, Underground, right? Underground. You would think after Bun B popped this motherfucker, right? Like, Underground King, right? Why ain't there no motherfucking like unity in the streets for street justice for the motherfucking young cat? Why does he need to go do 40 years, which he probably ain't gonna do, right? He gonna get out way before then. But why should he get a 40-year bid for that? Why was the ethics and the morals that you preach in your music contradictory to what happens when push comes to shove? You know, and it's interesting to me because I done lived through their eras, though. You feel me? Willie D's an old cat. I'm 41. Willie D's got to be in his 50s plus if he's not in his 60s, you know what I mean? I don't know. He up there. And believe me, motherfucker, everybody done been in the street at this fucking point though. I mean, street, hip hop, rap, all this shit is the motherfucking culture, the norm, motherfucking, like, but the narration of the music is what I talk about. So I feel like, did Bun B snitch? Or what standards should be Bun B held to? Should be held to civilian now, or should he be held to the code that he was abided by for how many years though? That's the real question.
I got a theory. I believe that a lot of these dudes will call innocent civilians a snitch, just to keep that snitch, that anti-snitch culture going, so that when they do something reckless, nobody says anything because they don't want to be called a snitch. Let me tell you something, dummy. If an innocent person who ain't got nothing to do with nothing see a person committing a crime, let's say you put a gun to some woman's head, you put a gun to an old lady head or something, and you rob her, and somebody see you doing it, and they tell the police.
Hey, this shit just getting repetitive now, so I ain't gonna fuck with it no more. But you know, it's crazy that when push come to shove, you know, now you're a civilian. You know what I mean? Now, you know what I mean? And all of this comes into play. But you know, at one point in time, this is contradictory to your whole motherfucking career right here. For Willie D, Bun B, both of them, their actions are very contradictory to the image that they portrayed that got them to where they at. And I get it. Now they civilians. When it's convenient, right? Now you a motherfucking civilian, right? You taxpayer. I get it. I pay mines too. Hate fucking paying them motherfuckers. But another note, I gotta end it here because we're just gonna be talking about the same shit over and over. But yeah, hey, you know, peace to Bun B, peace to his wife. You know, hopefully that young kid, you motherfucking learn his motherfucking lesson, get himself straight when he in there, and motherfucking don't come out worse than he go in. But Bun B, I mean, there's accountability to all your music, Underground King. You know what I mean? Like, you know, can motherfuckers still call him the Underground King like that? I mean, Bun B shit hard, legendary, but you know, if I was looking at it from a PimpC perspective, personally, do I think he used to? Nah, unfortunately, no. But you know, Bun B's a legend. Motherfuckers in Texas, I'm probably gonna get hate for this motherfucking video in the comments, but hey, my view, if you don't like that shit, you surely don't gotta be on my channel. But you know, if you made it this far in the video and you fuck with it, smash your boy one of these, give me that algorithm. I greatly appreciate you. Subscribe for more motherfucking videos. You know, I keep these things coming like good crack. And shit, to the next one. Out of here.